You went to the G20 and you met for the first time face to face with Vladimir Putin. And George Bush had once said he stared into his soul and came away satisfied. What do you think? Can we trust him?
Well, look, we had a good meeting. I think we had an excellent meeting. But I do believe it's important to have a dialogue. And if you don't have a dialogue, it's a lot of problems for our country and for their country. I think we need dialogue. We need dialogue with everybody.
Sure.
It was a great G20. You had 20 countries. I got along, I think, really fantastically with the head of every country.
That was President Trump earlier today in his interview with Pat Robertson, talking about his meeting with Putin at the G20. Now that we know Donald Trump Jr. welcomed Russian help in defeating Hillary Clinton, the question is being posed: did the Russians have the upper hand even before Trump walked in and extended his hand to Putin in their first official meeting? We are joined tonight by two veterans in this field: Jeremy Bash, former chief of staff at CIA and Department of Defense, former chief counsel for House Intel, and the former U.S. ambassador to Russia during the Obama administration, veteran diplomat Mike McFaul. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. And Jeremy, I'll put the question to you more directly. Was the president in any way compromised prior to when Americans saw him go in and have what was the first official sit-down with Putin?
Long-standing business ties, Brian, I believe, have played a role in giving Russia tremendous leverage over the Trump organization and over Donald Trump. And really, in every utterance during the campaign, the president went out of his way to praise Vladimir Putin, to speak highly of him. When asked why, he said, well, Putin has said nice things about me. But I think it's really more complicated than that. I think these long-standing business ties, some of which we saw now coming into fruition in the email traffic with Donald Trump Jr., with the real estate moguls in Moscow who wanted to provide that dirt on Hillary Clinton. Those are the same people who had the long-standing business ties with Trump. And I think Trump came into office predisposed to be very pro-Russian, very pro-Putin.
Ambassador McFaul, same question.
Yeah, I agree with Jeremy. I mean, I would add to this that that was his choice to present Putin with the questions that he did, right? I think he could have played it very differently had he had more confidence in the legitimacy of his own election. But because in his head, the president thinks that somehow the Russian violation of our sovereignty, the Russian meddling in our election, delegitimates his presidency, he doesn't want to talk about it. So instead of a declaratory sentence with an exclamation point, I know what you did, President Putin, in our elections, and under my presidency, it'll never happen again. He lobbed it up as a question. You know, did you hack our elections? Did you do that? And that made it very easily for President Putin to say no. What else would he say to that question?
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.